Hello, Lewis family. This is Miss Emma Gara. I am a second grade teacher, and I am really excited to show you how to access your students' high frequency word test, as well as do a little bit of practice with you on how to go over the high frequency words with your student at home. Okay, first thing that I've done is I will go to HoustonISD.org, and I will click on students and parents. Next, I will go over to the right hand side where it says helpful information, and I'm going to click on academic resources. I will scroll down, and as you can see, there's a scope and sequence pacing calendar, but right now we're focused on the high frequency word evaluation. On this page, you can access the overview. You can also access the promotional standards. That means what your students is going to need to move on to the next grade level based on the high frequency word evaluation, as well as a letter from HISD to the parents. But right now we're going to go to overview, and we'll scroll down. And for those of you who need it, there is the administration dates for the high frequency word tests. But again, our goal is to make sure that each and every one of our students passes the test the first time it's given, so November 3rd through 14th, so they don't have to worry about it during the second, third, or even fourth administration over summer. Here you can see a list for kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 2 in Spanish and English, and I'm just going to focus on grade 2 English, and we're going to go to the PowerPoint deck. Okay, here's the PowerPoint deck, and I'm just going to show you how to go over this with your student at home with something like this, or even just a list of the words. Okay, so with my class, what I like to do is, first thing I like to do is have them say the word 3 times. And if you're at home and your student does not know how to say the word, I would say the word 3 times first. So across, across, across. And then I would have them say the word across, across, across. And then I would say, okay, can you spell it? And then they'll say ACROSS, across. And then I'll kind of model kinesthetically what a cross looks like. And so maybe at home you can get up and you can walk across the living room, and you can say, right now I am walking across the living room. I am walking across the living room. You can repeat it. It might feel weird, but it's giving them that repetition in their head. And then we'll spell it again. ACROSS, across. And then if I still see they're having trouble with the word, I will maybe break it up and say, do we see the A in across? And they'll say yes. Okay, do we see the word cross in across? And they'll say yes. Okay, so that what that does is whenever they're looking at this word in the future, they'll know to break it up to the words that they already know and just blend the words together. Let's see if I can find another one that my kids really love. Another word you can do, anything. You have them say it 3 times. Anything, anything, anything. And if you want to spice it up, you can have them do, high voice, low voice, or sing it. So anything, anything, anything. High voice, anything, anything, anything. Can we spell it? ANYTHING, anything. And I even have my kids rap it, so they'll be like ANYTHING, anything. They get really into it and they love it. So you'll have them spell it maybe 3 or 4 times, and then again you will maybe break it up or use it in a sentence. So I'll say, you can have anything you want when we go to the store later. You can have anything you want when we go to the store later. And then I might break it up and be like, I see two words. Two words in this one word. What are the two words that I see? And then I'll have a kid raise their hand and say, I see the word any. And I was like, okay, does everyone see the word any in anything? And they'll all say, yes, I see the word any in anything. And I'll say, okay, well, do you see the word thing in anything? And they'll say, yes, I see the word thing in anything. Okay, do we see the word anything? Can we see the word anything, and do we see those two words? Yeah, I see it. And so what we're doing is just breaking it up. So we're having them work on the same word for a long amount of time, so that way they get comfortable with it. Now, the way that we know if the student has mastered the word is we'll leave the word alone. We might study, another 10 or 15 words, and then we'll come back to the word at the end of the session, and we'll have them read the same word again. And if your student's able to look at the word and say anything with little hesitation, then I'll just cross that word off the list because it looks like they've mastered it. But if not, don't feel discouraged. Do the same thing the next day and the next day and the next day until they get it. All right, well, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, Miss Emma Gar, if your student is my student. And if your student is not my student, and I'm sure that their teacher will be more than happy to give you other tips and tricks on how to work on high frequency words with your student. All right, well, you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.